Over the past few weeks, while reading literally thousands of comments left on my recent videos, I realized something important. I've been sharing a lot of discouraging news about threats to our privacy. Threats such as provisions contained in the 2021 Infrastructure Act to track drivers' travel data and to install driver monitoring cameras in all new cars, and other threats like Ford's patent application for a system to monitor in-vehicle conversations between the driver and passengers. In short, our privacy is under attack from two distinct but intertwined threat vectors: government surveillance and surveillance capitalism. While all these threats are very real, it is easy to let the type of information I've been sharing make you feel alone, overwhelmed, and defeated. But we are not alone. We have many friends and allies on our side. There are other YouTube channels such as Naomi Brockwell, TechLore, Rob Braxman, All Things Secured, and Eric Murphy, just to name a few. There are also organizations such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the Future of Privacy Forum, the Electronic Privacy Information Center, and the Institute for Justice, who all work tirelessly on our behalf. There are also companies who sell privacy-enhancing products and services who I will be talking about in future videos. There are even some brave elected officials who are on our side, such as Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, and Massachusetts Senator Ed Markey. In spite of decades of attacks, privacy is not dead yet, and I can prove it. If privacy were already dead, there would not be so many people trying to kill it. So from this day forward, I am committing to bring you more balanced news about privacy issues. I will never shy away from telling you about threats to our privacy, but I am going to start putting more emphasis on the good news, about the fights our friends are waging for us, and about the victories our side is winning at the state and local levels. The Urban Dictionary defines a white pill as being aware of a difficult situation or position and having a fighting, can-do attitude and not giving up. And being optimistic, not merely through gut feelings, but by having thought through a situation enough to understand how to get through it successfully. So welcome to the first episode of White Pill Wednesday. I am Dr. John Padfield, an engineer turned state representative turned business professor, and this is Business Reform, where we discuss issues at the intersection of business, technology, and society. My PhD is in technology, leadership, and innovation, rather than medicine, so the only pills I am authorized to prescribe are white pills of optimism. I am prescribing white pills to everyone, and the recommended dosage is at least one video per week, which I will be releasing every Wednesday. Today's white pill comes to us from our friends at the Institute for Justice, who last week filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Norfolk, Virginia. There is a link to the story in the description of this video. The crux of the issue is that Norfolk police partnered with a company called Flock Safety to install 172 automated license plate readers at strategic locations around the city. These license plate readers are cameras that capture every vehicle license plate that drives past it, along with the date and time that the vehicle was seen, every hour of every day. This record of every vehicle passing by the license plate reader is then fed into a centralized database of every Flock camera, not only in Norfolk, but every city around the country that has a license plate reading camera connected to the Flock Safety network. Flock Safety collects over 1 billion data points per month. Then if police ever suspect someone has been involved in a crime, they can check Flock Safety's database and get a list of every location that person's vehicle has traveled to and exactly when it was seen at each location. All of this data is being collected by Flock Safety and used by police without the police ever having to get a search warrant. Location data is extremely personal and sensitive. It can reveal where a person lives, where they work, whether they attend religious services, who their friends are, what type of medical procedures they may have sought, and whether they have attended a protest. The power to look up someone's license plate number and get their location history is ripe for abuse, and police officers have been caught using this technology to stalk their exes. One police chief was caught using Flock Safety's surveillance network 228 times over the course of 4 months to track his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend's vehicles. The Institute for Justice federal lawsuit claims this partnership between Norfolk Police and Flock Safety violates the Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches because it is capturing everyone's movements without a warrant. The point of the Fourth Amendment is that it requires the government to have probable cause and obtain a warrant before a search takes place. The Flock Safety system, and I really hate calling it a safety system, because Flock Safety's business model is much more about surveillance than it is about safety. The Flock Safety system collects data on everyone so their history can be searched if in the future they ever become a suspect. It basically turns the Fourth Amendment upside down. The Institute for Justice points out that the United States Supreme Court has ruled that the use of modern technologies for prolonged periods to monitor someone's every movement is a search under the Fourth Amendment and therefore requires a warrant. This case was just filed last week, and I will be keeping you posted on its progress through the court system, but it is a great white pill to see our side going on offense to challenge the erosion of privacy facilitated by a private company like Flock Surveillance. Flock Safety. I also want to let you know about my new website that I launched earlier this week. You can visit businessreform.org to sign up for a free newsletter that I will be launching in January 2025 and to learn more about me and my mission here at Business Reform. There is also information on the site about how to contact me if you are interested in me speaking at your meeting, event, or retreat. What other good news do you know about that I should talk about in a future episode of White Pill Wednesday? I would love to hear your comments and suggestions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching.